Hello, welcome to the channel. Music is provided by Riker from the Riker Initiative. I'm going to have a link down below to his channel. This guy is a genius. Let's get into it. And a link down below for the patch notes as well if you want to read these at your own leisure. So it weighs in at a couple of gigabytes. Let's get into what it's done. For the gameplay, we've made the following changes. Increase the distance that a ball can travel after making contact with the foot or leg of the defender during a blocking animation. Decrease the amount of time the team press D-pad tactic can be active for, before requiring a cooldown from 30 seconds to 20 seconds. Further details about this change will be provided in an upcoming pitch notes article. Increase the impact of the overload ball side D-pad tactic on in-game stamina. Further details about this change will be provided in upcoming pitch notes again. Increase the impact of the constant pressure on heavy touch, and pressure on possession loss tactics on in-game stamina. Further details again. Address the following issues. When requesting a shot, players would sometimes take longer than intended to shoot. They were hesitating. Address some cases of user-controlled players performing an automatic lunge animation while the pass block assistance setting was set to off. The bridge skill move could not be performed when playing with specific button remappings. Addressed various visual-only issues during some post-match relegation and promotion playoff scenes. When a foul occurs, which would result in a yellow card, but it is not granted due to the referee calling for an advantage, the offender would commit another yellow card offense on the referee with a power bomb. I'm just kidding. And he would be shown the red card right away by the referee. In rare situations, a collision between the goalkeeper and the opponent's player could have resulted in the goalkeeper being knocked into the goal with the ball, resulting in an own goal. These instances will now be treated as fouls. In rare instances, a goalkeeper would perform a diving save animation earlier than intended, followed by another diving save. The initial save animation did not impact the following save animation. In some situations, a requested goalkeeper throw could result in an own goal if the pass was aimed at a receiver too close to the goal. The player rating would sometimes take too long to update after a player scored a goal. Following a pass by the goalkeeper in the advanced practice scenario, the user could lose control of the player. It would become self-aware and have a mind of its own. I'm just kidding. In some house rules, match types against the CPU AI, the in-game difficulty level did not match the selected setting. When performing a celebration that involves picking up the ball out of a goal and running back to the center of the pitch, the celebrating player could go through the goal frame and the net. Freaky. When performing... I got lost there for a second. Sometimes skill moves were not being performed if they were immediately requested after the ball carrier finished turning. In rare instances, a player could pause a match immediately after another player's set piece. Removed an unintended skill gain from appearing during pre-match loading. Addressed a rare stability issue that could potentially occur during gameplay. FIFA Ultimate Team made the following change. Club Anthem and Crowd Chant items can now have their audio previewed on the bidding options screen. Addressed the following issues. Adjusted Division Rivals matchmaking logic for placement matches in order to further avoid potential skill rating disparity when matchmaking. Some ball items did not display shadows in game. When trying to access the objective screen through the button shortcut on the team event screen, after the team event finished, an error message would appear and the game would transition to the foot menu. When returning to the foot menu after viewing an objective that was close to expiring, the time remaining counter and take me there button shortcut were sometimes not displaying. Some celebration items did not display their correct names. Button sound effects did not trigger in the co-op lobby and the co-op widget. Juan Roman Riquelme player item bio did not display correctly. I probably butchered that name. The community tab incorrectly referred to tiers as levels. Adjusted the background of the foot store tile. Lone player items did not display a lone indicator icon on the season progress screen. Some placeholder text was present in live foot friendlies. Updated foot pack art on the Rivals Mastery objective. Career mode addressed the following issues. During negotiation scenes, 2 incorrect and identical manager models were being used. It's his twin, the evil one. When entering the transfer hub through a loan offer and notification and selecting the appropriate player, the accept option was missing. The achieve a high finish board objective incorrectly displayed as the quality for Europe board objective. The Golden Boot Award news story sometimes displayed incorrect text. A news headline could sometimes incorrectly swap the club name's position with a player name. The jump into sim option was incorrectly labeled as sim rest of match in the in-game pause menu. When playing with a real player in player career, Harry Armstrong's model did not display correctly. The player of the match was sometimes missing from a specific post-match scene. Or when a youth player became unsettled, 2 emails would be sent to the player-controlled manager instead of 1. Volta Football, man, these patch notes are long. Made the following changes: adjusted length of the pre-match loading screens to give players more time to read the following issues. Addressed additional cases of players finding a squads match and being presented with an unable to set up match error message. And when cycling through views in the My Squad screen, the avatar portraits could display an incorrect background, making it hard to read the information presented. When entering Volta Football, the news tile was not automatically selected and addressed the visual corruption that could occur when playing a real Madrid player in featured battles. Some star players displayed an incorrect overall. Hell, some star players are completely missing from the game, but that seems to have been addressed now. I have found Messi, and others alike. Some clothing items were displaying incorrectly on avatars during certain scenes. Or at least they weren't completely missing. That would be inappropriate. In My Squad, the team chemistry description was cut off. Updated textures for multiple clothing items. Pro clubs made the following changes. Group team and camera celebrations can now be performed. I was going to say that seemed to have been removed from the game. I was like, what is going on there? The camera will now slightly zoom towards, my phone's off the wall here, let's shut it off. The camera will now slightly zoom towards the goal scorer when celebrating. And address the other following issues here. Saved custom tactics and game plans did not apply in game. The directed runs indicator found in the FIFA trainer settings was not visible during a match. Incorrect commentary referencing online seasons could sometimes play during a match. They were just drunk. General audio and visual. I'm loving the audio so far. You gotta get checking into that guy, Riker Initiative. Made the following changes. Sweet Pineapple. Updated how the ping bars display in online match lobbies to be more representative of the in-game experience. Honestly, I'm just gonna skip that. If you want to read that at your own leisure, I shouldn't have done that. Updated general audio. Whoops. There we go. If you want to take that in, just the whole thing there, you can pause that right there and read it. I guess my head's in the way a little bit. Added new menu tiles for the upcoming FIFA Playtime tool, which will be available at a later date. FIFA Playtime is a new suite of tools that enables players to have more control and visibility over how they play and can be accessed through the main menu, Foot and Volta Football. Follow the EA Sports FIFA tracker to learn when FIFA Playtime will become activated. Added 25 player starheads. These will only be available following a server release. Please follow the EA Sports FIFA tracker for updates on when these will be live in-game. Updated some badges, kits, and ad boards. Addressed the following issues. In some instances, players could be missing from celebration scenes following a penalty kick shootout. In online seasons, the in-game substitution selection was not always the same as the pre-game team sheet. Updated a typo found in EA Tracks, updated some album art in EA Tracks. Incorrect commentary could occur in online friendlies matches when one player failed to secure the series victory. Yeah, they would constantly ridicule him. That's what they were doing. Addressed an instance of missing audio during a handshake scene in the kickoff. See what I did there? The CONMEBOL Libertadores competition had an incorrect home and away schedule for some fixtures. In rare instances, a match could load without the appropriate textures. When browsing players through the club transfer screen, the weak foot and skill move star ratings were not displaying correctly. Various other stability issues. The switch to goalkeeper control was not listed in the basic controls menu. And address some instances of audio cutting out during a match. And when performing Cristiano Ronaldo's signature celebration, other players would use his voice sample. Okay, so they were practicing impersonating him. I get that. Anyhow, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. If not, this is the guy right there. I had to show you this. Absolutely, like, just mind-blowing. Like, what is that? The guy's got 100 subs. He needs like a couple of million subs. He's got the whole picture-in-picture thing, the panning camera. He's just improvising this. Not like right now in the moment, but he does a lot of live streams and stuff like that. And it's just absolutely insane. The lighting, everything's just like, what the hell's going on? The more people discover this guy, the more in trouble I am going to be. And I can't afford that. But seriously, I'll have the links down below in the description box. You gotta check them out. As always, if you liked... did I already say that? Yeah, that if you wanted to give it a thumbs up, you can give it a thumbs up for the video. And if you didn't like it, you can give it a thumbs down. But I'll just put you in a wrist lock and we'll make sure it's a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe to the channel and his channel, naturally that would be greatly appreciated. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, boys and girls, or whatever it is you identify as, and hopefully I'll see at least some of you in the next video. Bye now.